So I remember this very interesting analogy, chicken and egg, which comes first, whether it is data, whether it is AI. So in the case of artificial intelligence, we can build models, but without data and without any practical applications, without making an impact to the community, to me, such models are just good in scientific papers, will not have any practical implications. And we should stress and strive hard to do the best we can to innovate new technologies, new methodologies, to make data accessible and available at all times and all means. Because recently I would say that during the last 3 years, as I see it, a lot of enterprises, I would say countries which are economically privileged, having an upper hand in taking forward this domain. I feel like the field is being hijacked by few enterprises. And I think there is a big need for scientific cooperation. There is a huge challenge for all of us to balance this, what I call as data asymmetry. And there could be a lot of various challenges facing this. First of all, there could be regulatory issues, privacy issues, then the way data is curated at some places. For example, if you want to access data from Antarctica, definitely, then we need to think about in some other perspective. But the way the field is moving and the way we have the frameworks coming up, we need to look at the whole field in 3 different broad domains. I think there is a need for developing benchmarks, because that is how we usually build AI models. So we need to understand the performance metrics by which a model is evaluated. And for that, we need the best possible data available and associated benchmarks. Data forming and maintenance, how we get this data, whether the data is of good quality and whether it is reliable, and maintaining this, because many a times users come in and go, and then some data may get corrupted and some data could be used for some other purposes. So we need to ensure that this data is maintained and preserved very well. And finally, confidentiality is another major challenge, especially related to specific problem areas. At the same time, data protection. Many a times, I guess the previous pillar mentioned about government, healthcare, finance. So these data we cannot afford to simply leak out of any cloud or any platforms. We need to ensure that we balance this in the best possible way.